Now, in social engineering attacks, scammers often impersonate trusted officials like customer service representatives at a bank, a real estate agent, a manager at a reputable business, or a sheriff's deputy to con unsuspecting victims out of hundreds of millions of dollars every year. Now, Kaylee, I appreciate your being here. They told you it was a sheriff's office. They told you it was a bank and took you for 40. And by the way, your daughter was just getting ready to go to college, right?
Yes, and
That,
they robbed from their accounts for both of my daughter's college accounts,
so it wasn't just your account, they got into your
my
daughter's.
2 daughters' accounts as well.
Yeah. See, these are just scumbags and they don't care. When you got the call, what did it say? Did it have caller ID? Where did it say it was from?
Yes, sir. It said Hopkins County Sheriff's Department.
What did they tell you?
He said that I had missed jury duty on a certain date and was wondering what my reasoning was. I told him that I hadn't received anything that said I needed to go. And he asked me if I lived at a certain address, and it was my childhood address. And so I was like, I don't live there anymore. I told him I probably hadn't received anything in the mail because I did move. And so he said that I could either go down to the sheriff's department where I'd be booked in a holding cell and they'd bring me in for questioning, or I could pay a citation using a kiosk that they had set up, or I could do nothing, and then I'd be wanted for evading the charges against me.
How much?
The first citation was $900, but that's not all they got out of me. I ended up paying 2 payments of $900 and a third one of $400 for a total of $2,200.
Yeah. Now, you said there was even a background soundtrack, and what was it?
Yeah, I could hear a police scanner in the background. I could hear papers shuffling.
Cops and IRS don't call.
Yeah.
They either come or use the mail,
That's
correct?
Yep. And in this specific instance, hacking and social engineering is about emotion, and in this case, fear. So it's the human emotion that they're trying to pull out of you. And you were scared, it's not fun to think that you might go to jail. So of course you're going to be nervous, and they prey on that, and it's unfortunate.
And how did a non-disclosure agreement figure into this?
Yes, he told me that because of the sensitivity of the court case that I was supposed to be working on, that he needed verbal agreement that I understood I was under a non-disclosure until I had either paid or went to jail, I guess. And then I couldn't get off the phone with him because then I would be wanted for evading the charges as well.
Is there anything that you look back on now that you feel like should have set off a warning bell? Or does it all still look legit?
At the time, well, looking back, I think that the Cash App probably was a red flag using, those banking services and not something a little bit more legitimate. But in my perspective at that time, I didn't want to go to jail, and I was going to do anything that I could to get out of the charges against me. So I'm operating under the fear that I'm going to lose everything I've worked for.
Yeah. Now, listen, this is big business, and these guys are sophisticated. Now, I'm telling you, when you look, we've broken it down by age groups and how much money is involved here. Just in 2021, the grand total was $5.6 billion of scamming people. So this is big business. And this is clearly underreported because most people go, I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm good. Which is why I really appreciate you guys coming forward and talking about this. So it puts people on alert, which means don't trust anybody. I mean, seriously, anybody that's calling and they want money or information, hang up.
Yes.
Imagine getting a call and on the other end of the phone is a loved one in trouble. You would do anything to help them. If you're a grandmother and this is one of your grandchildren and they're sobbing so much, you can barely understand them. Well, that's what happened to my next guest. We're going to talk to her next. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.